Hey Andrew,
Yep.
got any July 4th plans?
Yeah, staying in town. There's a whole lot of stuff going on.
You're staying in town?
Yeah.
It's a holiday. We get a day off.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff going on.
Baby.
Yeah, you go ahead and travel. I'll be having a lot of fun in town. Hi, I'm Andrew Cawthorn.
And I'm Bridget Petrine, and welcome to MashUp.
Welcome to MashUp. That's very nice of you.
Thanks. I'm a really nice person. Here's our act fact for the day. Critical Snatch is a takeoff on the critical mass bike rides that take place monthly all over the country. You remember, we did a focus mashup about critical mass over there. Well, the first Critical Snatch ride is this weekend, and all you need is a bike and girl parts to participate. So I'm good. Really, it's that easy. Listen up.
Somehow it became serious, and it was just like, Critical Snatch, yeah!
Critical Snatch is an all-girls critical mass, and I guess that's the only difference, just a bunch of ladies. I mean, we like guys too. We just, the bike world is definitely male-dominated, and I feel like girls kind of, we like to have stuff that we can call our own sometimes.
We haven't had a set route. We're starting here in Monroe Park, and then we're going to end at the river, Belle Isle. We're really excited about just ending it at the river with a bunch of guys, like cheering us on and just supporting us. And depending on how many people we have, we'll change the route. A bike culture is always positive.
I think Richmond is definitely a more bike-oriented town than most. But, sometimes you just get, some total jerks on your bike and stuff. But, I mean, most of the time, most days, I think it's definitely, even the cars are really biker-friendly. We've been doing a lot of flyers, a lot of, MySpace and Facebook works and stuff like that. Every girl I see on a bike, I literally chase her down and tackle her and tell her about it. I was in Rhode Island, and I talked about it in Rhode Island. I don't even know why it would matter over there, but...
If you've got the bike and the girl parts, and obviously some of us don't qualify, meet in Monroe Park at 5 o'clock this Saturday, July 5th. For the rest of us, the ones with guy parts, you can show your support by heading to Belle Isle to meet up with the ladies after the ride. For more info, check out myspace.com/criticalsnatchrva. A lot of tattoo artists are way more than just tattoo artists. And by that we mean they're artists who tattoo because it's their job. Ghost Print Gallery's July show, Drawing Blood, showcases the art of people who work in skin for a living, but choose other mediums when they're working after hours. You'll see.
I hear it's work by tattoo artists that is not tattoo work. So no coffee-washed backgrounds and no watercolor unless you're just doing watercolors. When I started learning how to tattoo, you pretty much got to forget everything that you knew and everything you did beforehand because it's a totally different medium. There are all these different rules that I wasn't used to. I mean, it totally changed the way I drew. It was just different. I don't paint anything like I draw for tattooing really, except for a couple of things, and that's, just what I consider my kitsch art would be the stuff that's kind of tattoo reminiscent. I paint on wood. That's another medium. I do a lot of wire sculpture too. Pretty much anything I can get my hands on it.
Well, it's always challenging to translate your idea or someone's idea into an artistic medium. To successfully do that with a painting, you really want to make yourself happy. And then to successfully do that with a tattoo, I really want the client to be happy. Just the main focus of the show, I guess, is to allow tattoo artists to express themselves on in a totally different style. Paintings give you a little more freedom because they have more forgiveness factor. The skin doesn't. And you also have a lot more time to commit to a painting versus a tattoo.
Yeah, I hope people go in there and realize that, hey man, just because I do this for a living doesn't mean I have to do it for art too, Isn't this show about non-tattoo art? So it should be about the non-tattoo side of artists. Yeah. Broaden your effing horizons, there's more to do out there. It's just... Yes, I hope they're surprised.
Some artists tattoo as they paint, while others paint as they tattoo. But see for yourself. The exhibit Drawing Blood opens at Ghost Print Gallery Thursday, July 3rd. And yep, that's July's special first Thursday art walk, with the opening reception July 18th from 7 to 10.
Today's featured poster is the Denali Reunion Show this Saturday, July 5th at the National. Opening for the band will be local favorites Tulsa Drone, Probert and the Substitutes, and the Great White Jenkins. Tickets are only $10 in advance and $13 at the door. But why wait? This is definitely going to be an amazing show and sellout. Missing it will be your loss, my friends. All right, Bridget, for Friday's show, I want to come in with like sparklers and, like big fireworks, big show,
Andrew, I'm going on vacation for July 4th. I'm not coming to work.
So you're not going to do the show on Friday?
No, we're taking the day off.
Taking the day off?
Independence Day.
Independence from our viewers?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Exactly. But we'll be back on Monday with a focus on food fest.
Excellent.
Until then, I'm Bridget Patrine.
And I'm Andrew Cawthorn. And not even sparklers?
Ready for bacon. You can do it over there.
Let's try to get it.
Okay.
Whatever that word is.
Independence Day.
I like how you pointed to your girl parts.
I did too.
Pretty comfortable pointing to these girl parts, whatever.
Woo! Celebrate your independence of your country by blowing up a small part of it.
Or by taking
Oh, America.
No girl parts.
That's not guy parts, that's the absence of girl parts. That's different.
If you've got the bike and the girl parts, and obviously some of us don't qualify, meet in Monroe Park. I swallowed that, sorry.
You did.
Meet in Monroe Park at 5 o'clock this Saturday, July 5th. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's the end of that thought. I wanted to keep going. And obviously, some of us don't qualify. Meet in Monroe Park. Sorry. It's at Meet in Monroe Park.
Yeah.
MySpace.com/CriticalSnatchRVA.
Where was your reference to your guy parts?
Huh?
Where was your reference to your guy parts?
Oh,
you didn't even glance down at them.
I'm sorry I didn't glance at my guy parts.
You actually went like that?
Should I just go like that?
Yes, you should.
Okay. These after the ride. For more info, check out MySpace.com/CriticalSnatchRVA.
Good.
Better?
Yes.
Are you happy that it stared at my crotch now?
Yes.
Okay.